This is Unity 7, the third book in the Midnight Rider on a Graveyard Run Zach King trilogy. Written by Koz Mraz. Narrated by Koz Mraz. Chapter 1. Search for Seven Sisters. Cleaning lady smuggles yin and yang out of the country via Italy, then into the United States to a safe house. Fifi and Zach are instructed to fly back to the States to the same safe house, the Schaefer Hotel in Mountain Air, New Mexico. Lizette has her implanted bio-tracker behind her left ear surgically removed. Voodoo Mama drops Lizette's tracking chip and her cell phone into a bus headed north to England, while Liz and Voodoo Mama ride their Ducati motorcycles toward Frankfurt, Germany, to Ukraine. Voodoo Mama has been following the activities of a Ukrainian woman documenting Chernobyl's aftermath in an online blog for 2 years. She believes her to be another Unity 7 clone. Voodoo Mama and Lisette Duran mount their motorcycles and head to Germany via the Swiss Alps under the cover of darkness. Liz pushes her Ducati hard. Her mind reels with so many unanswered questions. Where are the other Unity 7 sisters? Why had her mother virtually abandoned her and told her nothing until now? Who is really behind the toxoplasmosis virus pandemic? What are their true intentions? Has the world gone mad? The mountain turns become tighter, her acceleration faster and her leans more aggressive, when suddenly the motorcycle loses traction and the guardrail proves useless. This thin ribbon of concrete on the mountain road disappears beneath her as the flimsy wooden barrier explodes. Liz is momentarily suspended in a surreal diorama of darkness 1,000 feet above the ground. A midnight moon glows luminescent as electrochemicals surge through her body. Her adrenal gland is on fire. Every cell, every molecule is electrically charged for its very survival. She is doomed to certain death. Her pineal gland ignites, and in a flash of light, the naked clarity of life and death crystallizes into stark silence. A single second coalesces eternal. The quietude is shattered by a thundering wind in her helmet, and the smell of rubber and gasoline stings her like a whip. This frozen suspension of timelessness melts as the roar of the motorcycle launching skyward echoes throughout the canyon walls. The ground surges upward as her limp body helplessly races downward. With a convulsive gasp, she pushes hard, away from her descending motorcycle. Much can happen in 22 seconds of freefall if time slows down. Human senses become hyper-aware in extreme situations. But this was totally different. As the ground approached, time began to dilate. Each second closer became another second slower. It was as if Liz had total control over her experience. Watching as her Ducati gracefully tumbled, as the mountain cliffs above drifted farther and farther away, she saw the distant rocks and trees below come into focus. She could see the large limbs of a tree hanging out into the abyss, as if reaching out to her like silent saviors. She felt caught in a movie playing out frame by frame, with each frame closer, each frame slower. Liz tumbles towards them, frame by frame. Liz had frozen above the tree's massive limb only to realize it was wrapped with a large viper, staring right at her. Time had completely stopped. Reality was never so crystal clear, so quiet. Slowly, she reached out to touch the shimmering scales of the snake's head. The tranquility explodes in a flurry of raw motion. Liz hits the limb and snaps it off, dropping 6 feet to the ground. She lands unharmed. With a gasp for air, she jumps straight up, standing on the solid ground while the massive snake slithers away. She watches, stunned, as her Ducati explodes into flames far below her. Scaling the craggy mountainside, Liz scrambles onto the roadway and begins walking the ribbon of road. Voodoo Mama is racing to the canyon floor, expecting to find Lizzie's battered remains, and passes her, walking up the mountain road in the darkness. In shock, she screams, "What the fuck just happened, Lizzie?" I don't know, Mama. It was certain death, but everything slowed down around me. I could think clearly and moved inside a slower space. I don't know, but please, let's just keep moving. Liz hops on back of Voodoo Mama's motorcycle. Voodoo Mama's mind searched for answers over the next several hours of her midnight ride. She relives her history, puzzling together all the prophetic pieces, and begins to understand. She became interested in genetics and graduated with a PhD in bioengineering at Duke University.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?